Colin, just as an actor, then, because your first answer was just like, oh, you let to do that scene from Roxanne where Steve Martin gets all the fucking big nose jokes out before the bullies do. But like, is there like just as an actor, like what's the like not the action figure, but what's the scene like what do you like? I'll start and like because he said you want to be a cowboy shooting a thing. Like I want to be the Zuckerberg, Howard Hughes, like I want to be the Steve Jobs, like the guy in the scene. That's
you want to be a rich white guy.
I look, it's what I'm good at. No, I want to be the guy that people would love to fucking murder and they can't, and like that lives by his merit and that is misunderstood, misjudged. Like I want to do those monologues that are written by Aaron Sorkin types who are like where you're just fucking like phrasing exactly like what something that is not likable necessarily, but is just like the verbal equivalent of the Hulk bending a car in half and shoving it up his own ass and then pulling it out of his mouth the size of a ping pong ball and throwing it away. Which is like in The Social Network is that moment when Zuckerberg, like whatever that monologue is, when he goes like, everyone in this room has one thing. Everyone in this room that wants to say they invented Facebook has one thing in common. They didn't invent Facebook. I love that Sorkin-y shit. So it's like in terms of like the tone of the scene, like is there like a fantasy of like just as an actor, like what the kind of like monologue, like what point of view the monologue might come from that you feel like you could like nail?
I think something that, I think it would be along the lines of Kevin Spacey / Bryan Cranston from House of Cards and Breaking Bad, respectively, when they just say like have a monologue where it's just so clear that they're such a dangerous person, but they're about to go and make the people around them trust them. Right. And because I mean, there's still I think something about.
I can see us being a very good bad guy. Like a strangely horrifying bad guy in a film.
But not like in like a Willow way.
Bad guys come in all sizes.
No. I'm just talking about like eye contact, like the fact that the best bad guys aren't the ones that look like the most the most like physically violent.
Yeah.
The ones that have a sublimated like an internal thing.
Well, who's the guy in The Wire? Like the guy, like there's so many like thugs in The Wire that you're terrified of in different ways. No, it's you fall in love with him because like he fits in a fucking like ultimately like a spot in your tackle box.
Snoop.
No, it's what's his name? I can't remember his name. The guy who wins. I don't want to spoil The Wire. The guy who's the last man standing. Marlowe.
Oh yeah.
He when you meet him, he's like he never raises his voice. I don't think in the entire run of the show. He's like and like it's fucking terrifying because he's sending people out to kill people and I mean would you? But you said because you used two examples. Used Kevin Spacey in House of Cards and what's his fucking Breaking Bad. Yeah. Bryan Cranston. These are both people who need a chance. You said, and so then they're gonna go out and prove.
They're gonna go.
You don't just want to like kick ass and like intimidate.
Because I mean that would be
bullying.
I feel like that would be too obviously trying to say, "Hey, I can be a badass."
Oh, hey, look, it's 180 degrees.
Yeah,
like look how tough he is.
You want that monologue moment, though.
Yeah, I want that monologue moment where it's like
Kevin Spacey in what's that Mammoth movie? James Foley made a Mammoth play into a movie. Glengarry Glen Ross.
Oh yeah.
Where he starts off as this guy everybody hates.
That's your path to remembering Glengarry Glen Ross.
For me,
what's like if you said like Gary Kurtz produced this little ditty, Star Wars. It was something. It was based on a novella. Something Death Star. Wicked comes.
That's my level, man. That's my level.
You're too fucking educated.
So for me, like when I watched Alec Baldwin in Malice, when he gives do I have a God complex? I am God. I'm a doctor. Like that. It's like
stillness, right?
Like, it's that's a great bad guy because he's the hero of his own movie, and also he's pretending to be a bad guy.
I like that one. However, so here's Harmon hairs to split. in that movie, Malice is fucking great. Like, rent Malice and check it out. Nicole
Milos
Kidman,
Forman.
Alec Baldwin, Bill Pullman.
Yeah.
Did I just mix up their last
you got
names?
it right. You got it right.
Okay, no, it's really great as far as just like, I mean, popcorn eat like thriller, like twisty thriller. It's the Bill Pullman. It's not so much a monologue, but it's later, the opposite side of the story circle from that, where Bill Pullman is talking to Nicole Kidman, and she says, I'm not going to give any spoilers, but she says, "What do you want?" That's the cue for his monologue, and the end of his monologue is like, "I want half. What the fuck do you think I want?" But it's like, it's because it's the underdog thing, and I do think like
and he's perfectly cast
Alec
because
Baldwin was a doctor to begin with, so he's like, I'm special and he's privileged. Like as I mentioned earlier, I think like the biggest problem, the thing that keeps hatred moving culturally in this country is the fact that Donald Trump right now somewhere is tucking his little shitty head into a pillow going like, today's chalk one up for the little guy. and he's like writing a telegram home to his mom going, "Mom, I finally got what I deserve."
I would fundamentally disagree with that.
No,
I don't think he has that gene in his fucking DNA.
I think you're wrong.
Our genes and DNA.
I truly think you're wrong. I don't think people behave that way. I think some people behave that way. Like there's a but I don't see it in him. I think that it's actually more dangerous when like people that have all the power, they like, I can attest to it. It's like it's everybody that's 50 feels 25, and everybody with all the fucking power feels like an underdog. That is like at the root of every argument you see flare up in every comment section under every unrelated YouTube video. It's just like some guy holding a sparkler and the N-word is not far. The guy is not black. The sparkler is not spelling the thing. It's like the politics like fucking explode underneath this thing, and it's like, oh, these libtards are gonna do this, or the right thing. It's like, what the fuck is going on? The guy's waving a sparkler in a circle for 15 seconds.
Yeah, but Dan, that guy was totes gay.
The reason that pot keeps stirring is because of this like concept that it's capitalism's greatest success is that Spielberg is going to bed somewhere tonight going like, man, if I could just have creative control. For real. Or he wouldn't do the shit he's been doing.
You think even after all this time?
If he was capable of going to bed one night and going like, I did it. The next thing that would happen would be 60 of the greatest movies shot on a shittiest camcorder in the world. They'd be fucking great.
No, but I think
he's going to bed every night going, fucking Sony, god damn it, next time, I'm going to get a fiber optic cable to my place in the Hamptons, and I'm going to make the dinosaurs myself. And I want merchandising, because then I can funnel that into a special effects budget, and the line producer's not going to fuck me this time. And his wife is going like, sweetie, you're a genius. I said, yeah, that's what everyone says. Tell that to 20th. Tell that to fucking 20th.
I want this movie to be made with Colin playing you during this thing.
Colin playing me?
Yeah.
Colin's playing me writing it, or Colin's playing Spielberg?
He's the actor playing you. He's portraying this this monologue.
And we got Colin can play Spielberg. I'll play your wife. I'll just be going like, sweetie, stop. Come to bed.
Come to bed. Spencer, what monologue, what scene, what genre, what's your fantasy, like, if you could portray or anything?
Yeah, I'm a real actor at heart. I don't know.
When you watch a film, do you get like what kind of scenes do you?
I like the guy who like reveals that he's the one like touching all the pieces on the chessboard. You know, he's like, there's all these people, and I was pulling the strings forever. Like one of those monologues where you instantly reveal.
Give us what's a for instance in film?
Oh wait.
I don't watch.
I've got
films.
a good one. You've probably never seen the Peter Johnson adapted Glengarry Glen Ross. Have you seen Glengarry Glen Ross?
No.
There's a everybody gets a monologue in that movie, but I feel like he would want the Kevin Spacey one.
The when he takes Jack Lemmon down, right?
Will
you go to lunch? Will you go to lunch? Will you go to lunch? Will you go to lunch. And then they cut to Lemon, and Lemon's just got this like cookie in his hand. He's like,
Oh wait, no. Are we talking about two different moments?
You're talking about
I'm
copies
talking
for
about the
closers.
moment when Kevin Spacey turns out to be
the serious badass. Because that one
Yeah.
just happens to Lemon in private, and you
Right.
realize, oh, this guy's a motherfucker.
That's what I'm
and
talking
then
about.
it gets
Because he's saying like he likes to be the guy that you underestimated that turns out to have all the
yeah.
Yeah.
which is a cousin of mine, but like.
Second cousin.
But the deception removes me, and then the Alec Baldwin I'm removed from because he was a doctor. Like the medical association already accepted him. I want to be a fucking raving. I want to be John the Baptist. Fuck it, Jesus Christ. No, wait, he didn't get angry enough. John the Baptist.
Jesus got angry.
In a special what if version of the story where he cuts everyone else's head off.
You know, you'd be a good, like, if you had to remake like the film, the Ten Commandments is hilarious because you have every great over-actor in one movie. But like Harmon, you'd be good as Pharaoh, like a Yul Brynner. Because you wouldn't be like, so let it be written, so shall it be done. You'd be like, God damn it, like fucking do what I told you to do. Like you'd be more. You feel like God's giving you notes. You're like, how many eagle-faced people do I have to worship for locusts not to eat my crops?
Yeah.
I think you'd be a good pharaoh.
Yeah, but he was wrong.
Was he? Not as far as he was concerned.
Yeah, but I mean,
Oh, you know how about
Pontius Pilate.
how about like Mark Antony? Like Mark Antony.
I don't know enough about him.
He was a big, sexy, macho guy who fucked Cleopatra.
I haven't seen Wizard of Oz.
You haven't seen or Cleopatra or read anything about Cleopatra?
Oh, is that what he's in? Okay. Yeah, I haven't seen the classics. I've seen 13 things on the AFI 100, and it's because the AFI needed to round it up to 100. So they put like Die Hard in there. They're like, this is only 73 things.
I've never seen American Graffiti, and people get on my ass about that. But I never get up in the morning and go, you know what today I'm going to do? I'm going to fucking watch that movie about cars.
Yeah. Just watch Dazed and Confused and add Bleach.
Like to the film process?
It's got to the fucking flavor. It's like every generation makes a movie about everybody's hanging out all night. This is what it was like. I'll do one.
It was called the Ten Commandments.
The original one was like, Hey, listen, you guys, I gotta go up to Mount Sinai. I just got the draft card. Come on, Moses, hang out with Aaron. We're gonna worship a calf. Come on, you losers. I'm gonna smoke reefer with Yahweh.
Oh, everybody, this is Wolfman Jack coming at you. Ancient Judea, those Jews are wandering in the desert trying to make their own nation. Well, good luck to you out there.
Come on.
Here's Buddy Holly.
Come on. Let's go space trucking. That's fine.
It's just an hanging out all night. What was that? It was okay. American Graffiti, Dazed and Confused. I'm acting like this is a genre. There was a thing with Robert Wool in it called Hollywood Nights. That was in the 80s. That was,
I think you also have what's
Say what?
Fran Drescher in that too?
I
think it's like her first movie.
Yeah. Like I want to watch that again. Like Robert Wool, who these kids don't even know as Arliss, let alone Knox from Batman. But like Robert Wool as the sexy senior in high school.
Well, the 80s, you had Footloose. That's a hanging out all night movie.
No. You don't get it. No, Footloose takes place over weeks. And there's caucuses.
Oh, you're saying it has to be one night, like a 24-hour affair?
That's what Graffiti, Dazed and Confused is. It's like oh, we're gonna go. Superbad is the newest one. It's like it's different when it's a comedy and not like a indie movie kind of like feel this time and place thing.
I see.
I think that directors, writers turn 40 and then they go, man, when I was 11, and then they write those movies, and then you're like, this is cool. Because you're 30 and you're like, yay, and then you go into a back room and there's just heads on the wall, living heads.
Heads?
And the neighbors keep complaining about the smell.
How are the heads being sustained if they're just heads?
They're not being sustained. What?
You said they're living heads.
No, I said I meant I'm a serial killer. To me, they're living.
Oh, because you.
They talk to me. They tell me who to kill next.
Everybody, the exits are 2 to the rear. It's one behind.
No, listen. The more heads I add to the wall, the more of an opinion I get, the less likely it is I'll kill again.
The less likely Sony gives you notes on your dinosaurs.
That would be an amazing serial killer gimmick, like as a guy who's obsessed with like populism, egalitarianism, or something. So he's like, the cops can't catch him because he doesn't have a profile. Like he's only killing like white women with red hair. He's like trying to gather this he's trying to gather a sea of opinion. Because in his mind, instead of the dog telling him to kill people, which just has this shelf life because dogs, whatever, and also you're crazy and you're gonna get caught.
Dogs just keep saying kill the milkman.
The guy thinks that if he puts enough heads on his wall, the voice will tell him like okay, now you can stop killing. And so he keeps killing forever. And the cops can't catch him because all serial killer tracking is based on like these profiles, and it's like the guy is just like, I'll use a gun, a hacksaw, I don't care.
Right.
And so he's just been doing it for 40 years.
Also,
maybe he has a really highly listened to podcast. Maybe it's a true story.
Yes. And maybe
there's scenes where he confesses it in full view. Maybe he's always hinting at it, his love of mannequin legs. Maybe one day his wife disappears.
Remember that joke about white redheaded people? Yeah, it seemed like a throwaway when he first said it.
All of a sudden she's gone. Where'd she go?
Yeah, by the way, we haven't seen Kumail in a long time. Curtis Armstrong, he's been fucking glaringly missing in action.
The worst. If you want to